for CRA to order July 21st at 5 p.m. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Amazon.
Here.
Collins.
Here.
Reese.
Here.
Wilson.
Here. As always, we're blessed to have our very own Commissioner Reese. If you'd be so kind to lead us in the invocation, and we'll ask Commissioner Collins to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance after the invocation.
Dear Heavenly Father, we are truly thankful to you, Lord, for this beautiful day that you've made. We thank you for your continuous protection as you watch over our community. Lord, as we come together this evening, we invoke your presence to be here among us, that you may guide us in all that we say and that we do. For we realize, dear Father, that we need you in everything, and we trust you to guide us and help us to make the right decisions. We ask your continuous blessing upon this staff and upon our city manager and his assistant. And Lord, we just pray that whatever we do, it would honor you. We ask all in your name. And those who love the Lord said, Amen.
Would you please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioners. Thank you, Mr. Manager, staff, and to the audience. All right. Approval of agenda?
So move.
Motion by Vice Mayor Amazon. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Collins. All right, call the roll.
Amazon.
Aye.
Collins.
Aye.
Reese.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye. All right, Madam Clerk, Mr. Manager, with your authorization, Madam Clerk, take us through.
Yes, sir. This is a special CRA meeting for July 21st at 5 p.m. Our first item of business is approval to solicit for sale of city-owned property, 564 Southwest 4th Street, property located in the Community Redevelopment District. A resolution of the City Commission of the City of Belle Glade, Florida, sitting as the Community Redevelopment Agency, recommending the City Commission's approval to declare the city-owned property at 564 Southwest 4th Street to be surplus property, directing publication of notice of the intent for disposition of the property in accordance with the Section 163.380 Florida statutes and providing for conflict, severability, and an effective date.
What's your pleasure?
Motion.
Motion
I have a couple
by
of questions.
Commissioner Collins. Let's get a second. We can vote it up and
Second.
down. Second. Vice Mayor. All right, Vice Mayor, you've been recognized for question.
Yeah, on these two properties, because they're about the same, are there, can they be rebuilt on houses, or is just the land that we're actually selling?
Mr. Manager?
Right. Yes, the answer is yes. they can be
Okay,
built
can
on.
they be, okay.
Yeah, did. D.
Z,
Yes, sir, they can be built on. One of the inquiries, and that's where we do it often, a lot of the inquiries, property owners around the property that belong to the city, and so they're just inquiring, so we're putting it out for that reason. They can be built on.
Okay. And my other question is, maybe if we could, with the commission approval or whatever, maybe, I know we partner with Habitat for Humanity, maybe we could donate one of them for one of our local residents, maybe qualify to get a house and put the other one on market. Those are my two comments. I mean, but we have to, with the whole commission, whatever we decide.
So under the current, which is the motion is to accept the solicit for bid on this one. So what the Vice Mayor is saying, Mr. Manager, one or two of these, he would like to see if we donate one to Habitat for Humanity like we've done in the property in the past. I don't have an issue with it, but at this point,
Yeah.
we can go ahead and, I mean, they both almost small lots. So we can go ahead and approve if you guys will approve this one, then put the other one out to Habitat. I mean, as you indicated, if that's the powers to be you want. Let's just hear from the commissioner. So
Correct.
what you're saying that we do one of these, since we got the motion, we'll go ahead and let this go out to bid. And then the next one, if you decide, we'll donate to Habitat. Is that where you're going?
That's fine.
All right, well, let's have a discussion with everybody since we are under the comments. Commissioner Collins and then Dr. Reese. Any comments on that? Are you okay with that?
Yes, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Commissioner Reese?
Mayor,
Yes.
the vacant lot is, the gentleman next to him is wanting to utilize the property for what purpose? Development.
This vacant lot.
The other one has a house on it.
Okay, so that works just the way we're going.
It's a recommendation to the commission that we do not do that.
What, to Habitat?
Right.
On neither one of them?
No, sir, because there's a house on the other one, and we have a former city employee that's really been trying to get this home for some time. He wants to rehab it, so it would really not be, you're really only talking about one lot that's vacant.
Okay. So, Ms. Vice?
No,
Yeah,
that's
we're
fine.
good.
That's fine. Maybe next time that we have another opportunity, we
Okay.
can do it.
Yes, sir.
It's not a done, I'm
Okay,
not.
that's fine.
We always get other property, whatever.
No problem. You, hey, Commissioner Reese, any comments you had on?
Again, I follow the recommendation is of the city manager on
Okay,
this.
no problem. Okay, we all good. There's a motion made by Commissioner Collins, second by Vice Mayor. You good with it? Sir. All right, go ahead and call the roll on this.
Almazan?
Aye.
Collins?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
Wilson?
You guys are awesome. You guys work together. I really appreciate that, working together. All right, next one.
Now, item number 2 is approval to solicit for sale of city-owned property at 309 Southwest Sixth Street, property located in the Community Redevelopment District. A resolution of the City Commission of the City of Belle Glade, Florida, sitting as the Community Redevelopment Agency, recommending the City Commission's approval to declare the city-owned property at 309 Southwest Sixth Street to be surplus property, directing publication of notice of the intent to disposition of the property in accordance with Section 163.380 Florida statutes and providing for conflict severability and an effective date.
What's your pleasure?
So move.
Motion by Vice Mayor Amazon, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Commissioner Reese. All right, audience comment?
No, sir.
Commissioner comments? Call the roll, please.
Almazan?
Aye.
Collins?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
Wilson?
Aye. All right, Mr. Manager, anything else for the good order for this CRA meeting?
No, sir.
All right, commissioners?
No.
All right, no comments from the audience?
No, sir.
All right, with that being said, we'll go ahead and adjourn the special CRA meeting. All right, thank you. The meeting's adjourned.
5:15, July 21st, 2020.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We're gonna go ahead and call it to order. Please call the roll.
Amazon.
Here.
Collins.
Here.
Reese. Wilson.
Here, approval of agenda.
So move.
Motion by Vice Mayor Amazon, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Collins. Call the roll.
Amazon.
Aye.
Collins.
Aye.
Reese.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye. Madam Clerk.
All right, we're going to open this public hearing at 5:15 PM. This is relating to a resolution of the City of Belle Glade, Florida, relating to the provisions of stormwater management services in the City of Belle Glade, Florida, reimposing and increasing stormwater services assessments against developed properties located within the City of Belle Glade for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2025, and continuing thereafter until amended, approving and adopting the increased rate of assessment, approving the adopted assessment roll, and providing an effective date. If there's anybody wanting to speak on this item, please rise to be sworn in. You have one.
Come on.
Step forward to the, yes.
My name's Linda Markham. I live at 904 Northeast 3rd Street in Belle Glade. It's over by the airport / Glades Day School. Lived there for more than 26 years in the same home. We actually have a drainage ditch behind our home. My husband has mowed that part behind our home for 26 years. When we have a hurricane, he's also cleaned out the culvert that is right there by our yard. And matter of fact, one of our neighbors is here that has helped him in the past clean it out prior, when hurricanes come. The last hurricane we had, I called the city. They did send someone out, showed him where it was all clogged up. He left, I never saw him again. So my husband cleaned it out. There is also a fence at the end of our drainage ditch to Gator Boulevard. I'm not sure if that fence is blocking the culvert, but I know that one of our neighbors has acquired about them maybe going to check out that fence to see if trash is getting up in there. Our last few rains we've had within the last 2 weeks has flooded yards. My neighbor, she's here, she just spent over $5,000 filling in her yard. And I was out walking our dog in the yard, and I called her and I said, hey, it's overflowing in your yard. She couldn't believe it because she had spent $5,000 just to build it up. So my question is, got a letter saying that you were going to impose a $195, I guess, on our property taxes or whatever. Curious what it's actually going to be used for. Is it going to be used to maintain these ditches behind our homes and periodically cleaning out the culverts? Just not sure where you're going with that fee and what it's going to be used for. And and I know there's 2 neighbors in here that are either on my street I live on 3rd Street, and there's another neighbor here that's on 2nd Street. So all 3 of our homes back up to this one drainage ditch. So if 3 of us are here, that should tell you that there is an issue, not just one person. Okay?
But by all means, as you know, storm drainage is just an issue all over. And
Correct.
we're trying to stay on top of
Right.
it. I think we just completed our master plan maybe about 6 months ago, but Mr. Manager, you'd like to address that?
She's absolutely right. The northeast section has the worst drainage issues in the city. This is a fund that the city started years ago. The last time they had an increase was in 2022. This is a $15 increase per year. And the answer to your question, what they're going to do with it, they're going to redo the entire drainage in the whole entire northeast section, as well as the rest of the city. And it's going to be several $1 million. And they have just completed the design to do this work.
Okay. My husband wanted me to ask a question. He goes, is he gonna get credit for mowing it for 26 years? I told him he wasn't allowed to come, so, because I'm afraid the sheriff's department would be here and he'd be in jail. So I said, I'll ask if they're gonna refund you for
You're
26
right.
years.
Your area does have the worst drainage issues in the city, and you're going to be addressed, you're first.
Okay, okay. We have pictures and we have videos,
No,
but,
you're right. Everything
yeah.
you're saying is correct.
Yeah.
And we're going to start in your area first.
right, and we haven't even had a hurricane yet, but those last 2 weeks of rain actually flooded into our yards. So mine not so much as other people's, because my husband keeps it mowed down, but the drainage ditch is right, the culvert's right beside our house. So if it clogs there, then he has to go out there and rake it out, and my neighbor has trees growing in the drainage ditch, which she didn't plant, nor did the person on Second Street plant. So I don't know, they've just maybe blown in there and grown over the years, and just things need to be cleaned out for the water to flow.
Well,
But the
again,
city's going to be up there tomorrow to look at what you're
Okay,
talking about.
okay,
Tomorrow.
okay, thank you.
just so you know, on the record again, my colleagues and the city manager, staff, that's why we were piecemealing this for years. So we finally said we're gonna do a master plan, and we got that completed. So we realized there's some issues out there, northwest, southwest, northeast, northwest. We're gonna address them all. But
Well, right, I don't ever have a problem with you increasing it or charging me, but I want to see that it's being implemented
Absolutely.
for the people and not just in a reserve somewhere.
And that's why the
for
master
rainy
plan
day.
is gonna identify the location, but thank you for your
Okay,
comment. Yes.
all right.
Mr. Mayor,
Okay, Vice Mayor?
correct me if I'm wrong, but this money can only be used for stormwater. We cannot use it for any
Absolutely.
other, it's not going for parks or anything. This is exclusively for stormwater, drainage, and that kind of fee. Another thing, it's our responsibility, not only as a city, but as, neighbors and stuff, to help keep these drainage clogged. We have a trash problem here in the city of Belle Glade. It's all over town. People just, don't want to collect their trash, don't want to put them in bags, don't want to put them in dumpsters. And it ends up in the storm drainage and the culverts and everything. And when we get these storms, I drive by the northeast section, I used to live over there. I know what she's talking about is true. If it sits back there, it's probably still flooded out there because it's been raining so much these past 2 weeks, it takes a while to settle. But it's all our responsibility to also to clean up after ourselves. I know I'm asking to clean up over the city, but after ourselves, it'll help us out. So thank you for her husband for cleaning. I do a lot of easements too, because some of these easements belong to the city, and we residents kind of maintain them sometimes because it benefits us in our houses.
Thank you, Vice Mayor, and we'll entertain the comments. But just so the audience will know, our city manager, he and his staff been going around the whole entire city trying to look at what the drainage issues are. We know it's on Southwest Fifth Street, little or no drainage at all. So it's not gonna be an overnight fix. We're trying to get the funding mechanism, but we had to come up with a plan, a master plan, and that's what we have today, so we can start. Madam, how you doing? Good evening.
I'm blessed. How are you all doing? Good evening. I'm Charlene Otis. I'm here on behalf of myself and my church. I live at 1124 Northeast 21st Street here in Belle Glade, and my church is at 416 Southwest Avenue C, also in Belle Glade. And I received 2 letters talking about the storm water service assessment, and I would like to know how would this affect the church and myself. Is there any draining or anything like that? So I'm here to get clarification as to why is this put forth.
Can you go on the record with that address again?
My address? Yes. 1124 Northeast 21st Street, here in the lovely city of Belle Glade. And my church is 416 Southwest Avenue C, here in Belle Glade.
And Mr. Manager, the question is likewise, how is it gonna affect them as a whole? What's gonna be completed on that end?
The $15 a year increase is to go towards the drainage for the entire city. We're finalizing the master plan now for the drainage. The worst area in the city is the northeast section of the city is where they will start, but they're going to do the entire city of Belle Glade drainage. They started this, putting money aside. They had no money at all to do drainage. They started several years ago. And we're now implementing the program to address it.
And I know I have not really seen any, like really flooding in my area, my church area. That's why I'm here to really get a gist as to, why my church, I know we pay the end of the year taxes, and there's barely about 5 of us in there. We're still praising God though, however. But we pay the property taxes, which is up there now. An assessment that said this is not a bill, but I see like 468. And what gets me at the bottom is it's like somewhat a threat where it says that if you don't pay this money, your house will be like a certificate will be held against your home. Something that the Lord gave me and my hubby. He's not here, he's with the Lord. But at the count, it hurts. If this passes, they say I have to pay $195 in my church, which is barely open at times, but we're still praising God. They have to pay $468. So I'm trying to see where the flooding would take place at, at my area or at my church's area. So a big amount. And we're a nonprofit organization, the Church of the House of Prayer. So, and we pay our property taxes also. I'm sure everybody else too, but this assessment here, like I say, there are hardly any people in the church. And that's a big part on us. And we don't have many members. It's just a nonprofit organization.
So if I can just, share with you, just look at it like we're doing the roads. When we first started the roads some years ago, a lot of roads in Belle Glade, and we're doing them like in sectors, northeast, northwest, south, and you only can do so many at a time because it's a funding mechanism. Some roads may not need to be maintained at this time. There are some that really need it, but everybody taxpayers pay for it, regardless whether it's go through the state or the national, your tax dollar pay for it. But we as a collective body saying, if we're gonna get roads done, road in every sector, that you all gonna be paying into it at some point in time, you will, as a taxpayer. Same way with the drainage. You may not have a lot of flooding in your area, but there's some other areas of the city that have major flooding, but it's all equate to the city as a whole. So we can't piecemeal say, okay, because this side of the town don't have no flooding issue, so we won't tax them, we'll tax the other side. That's not the way we do it. It's a tax, that $15 is for every taxpayer in this community. And we really been kicking that can down the road not to do that. We try not to put more tax on the taxpayer, but the money that we need to get this stuff done, you can talk about it, but if you don't have the funding, it's just gonna be sitting there. And so we started with getting the master plan so we can start looking at the grid, where we need to start working on this, and that's where we at today. And
So everybody's held accountable.
yes, ma'am. That's the key word. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, God bless you all.
Yes.
Bear with me.
Hey,
How you guys doing today? How's
how you
everybody
doing?
today?
All right.
Good. My name's Tony Cobia. Address is 216 Northwest 16th Street over on 715. We don't have major flooding like some of the other people, but during the times of the hurricane, we do have flooding, and there's no drainage system over there. It's just whatever happens there. We don't have a drainage system at all. I'm not sure if that's because that side of the town is not considered the city or it's the county, but there's no drainage on those.
State the address. So that
There's only like 5 homes there right across from Dock Hills
give them
gas
the
station.
address.
216 Northwest 16th Street. So that was my question. That's my concern. That's the reason why I'm here, to find out some of that go to actually start a drainage system there or do something with that. During the rains, we don't have problems. But during the hurricanes, when we have those, we have problems.
Is this on the west side of 715
Yes,
County?
the county. So,
County.
but I'll be taxed into the city, but not get the benefits of this taxes.
If you're getting a $15 assessment, you're in the city.
But it's not, it's, so every year it'll be a $15 additional.
We haven't had an increase since 2022.
That was I didn't do my due diligence, so I didn't know, I had those questions. When was the last time it was imposed and whenever, so, but I got a letter that said 192, so it won't be the one, it'll be the 15 or what,
It's gonna be $15 a year on top of that amount.
on top of the 192?
On top, or is it, I thought it was 180.
It was 180, it's going up to 195.
Yeah, mine is, my, so that's what it'll be,
Yes,
even
sir.
though I'm in, but that won't, this rainwater assessment
If
won't
you're
affect me.
paying- If you're paying, you're in the city and you will get the benefit of the drainage.
So we will get some kind of drainage system there.
Absolutely,
Cool beans.
100%.
Thank you very much.
That's the purpose of the master plan. Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Hey,
My name is Darrell Kelly. I live at 1508 Northwest Avenue F Place, Belle Glade. I've been traveling this week to city. They don't charge this much money at other cities the same as ours, because I done pulled up the people in Belle Glade in each one of the cities. And you said you ain't raised it in so many years. Where's that money at that y'all did collect them years? Y'all haven't done nothing.
May I answer that? You're correct, what you're saying. The city did not do anything. The commission has changed, of course, through the years, but they realized that had drainage issues throughout the city. They had no money, so they started several years ago, what year?
I'm not sure.
Just guess.
Probably in the late 90s.
Okay, by 2000, they started setting aside, each homeowner would put aside $15 a year. And they did that year after year after year. They have now accumulated enough money to do a study, do a draft plan of what it'll take to do the drainage throughout the city and do the project. And that's where we're at now. You're right, we didn't have any money, but we do now. And we're going to move forward.
Yeah, because like I say, on my street, there's no drainage, no nothing.
You're right. I keep agreeing with you. You're right. And we know that, and the
Well-
commission knows it. But now that they have the money to it, they're having the system designed, and they're gonna move forward, and they're gonna start in the northeast section where it's the worst.
But how come we're paying more than these other cities?
I don't know that for a fact, but I doubt that very seriously. If anybody can pay less than $15 a year for drainage, I find that hard to believe.
Well, I mean, they're doing it because
Well,
I traveled to 5 different cities last
for
week.
the most part, it's probably $190 a year.
I don't know what other cities are charging. Some cities don't
But,
charge.
but that.
That's
that
right,
is-
some cities
that
don't
is a-
charge.
But
Sir,
we need
that's a
some.
minimum amount. There's absolutely no way that the commission called for this. It's going to cost millions of dollars to implement this program. They've already going through the design. They're getting ready to move forward. It's impossible to do it less.
But don't y'all get government grants for that?
We get grants for that. Yes, we do.
Well, why are we charging the
We're
citizens?
adding to it. It's all put together. If it was not for the grants, it would be more expensive.
Okay.
Mr. Manager,
all right, Vice Mayor.
sometimes when we get grants, they want skin in the game. So they want the cities to also have some money for that, and that's why this
They
money
want
is
us to
used
have
for
some
this
Skin
pool.
in the game.
All right, so any more, so in summary, we're saying to everybody, we don't want to do this, but we know when the storms come and when there's heavy rains and floods, people say, well, why is it like this? So we have to come up with a game plan and identify it as a whole, holistic avenue here. So that's why we spent money getting a master plan. Now, the master plan is telling us what the issues at. Little dots telling you all the concern. And the average drainage is not gonna be $50,000 or $75. It's $500,000 more. You're not gonna find a drainage under that. It's gonna cost. So we've been kicking the can because we knew this was gonna be an issue for the taxpayer. But at some point in time, we gotta buckle in and say, okay, this is what we need to do. We go after the grants. As my colleague indicated, a lot of times they want matching grants. You know, they're gonna give you 100,000, you gotta put up 100,000. So we're here to make sure that it get taken care of. I mean, compared to some other cities, our flooding is bad, but it's not as bad as some I've seen. New developments, I'm telling you, new developments. So we just gotta stay on top of it, now that we have the plan. Okay.
Mayor Wilson?
Yes.
Just a point of information, the estimated cost for this is $5 million.
Yes. We know it's not gonna be cheap. Go ahead, sir.
The question I have that I neglected to ask the first time: do we have a start date and an end date, or are the taxes just going to continue to go on even once the job is complete? Or do we have
$50 increase?
the $15 increase? Yeah. Do we have an end date or a start date for, or once the drainage system is done, is that just a permanent tax now? Because I see that it was reimposed, like it was.
There will be a fee,
It's,
it will be a minimal fee, because you're always going to have maintenance to your.
So once the fee start, then is it? And I keep hearing, is it just a $15 increase, or because my letter said $190? So we were already paying.
Here, you were paying $180.
You were paying $180, sir. You will be paying $195 now. So it's just $15 for the whole year.
For the whole year.
Yes,
So we were
sir.
already
So it's like
paying it,
$1 a month, $1 and some change a month. Yes, sir.
but not through taxes. Just we were paying it through some other form.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's the difference. So we were just paying it through another form, but now we'll be paying it through the taxes.
No, sir, you go, right, it's just a separate assessment.
Cool beans. Thank you.
I think that's the problem people were having is when they sent us the letter, it said 195. Well, I already knew that we had been opposed, we've had this tax before, but sitting back there and talking to other people, they're not like him. They're thinking that it's that plus whatever we had before. But I'm just saying that's how they read it.
I see that.
So then when people are coming up here, they're not thinking it's $15, because like I said, I'm not opposed to paying that, but people aren't really
got you.
reading the letter. If that makes sense to you, that's what's going
By
on.
all means.
Yeah, we could have done a better job.
Well, it just
with
says
that letter.
195, and people, I mean, I could go back and pull my property tax bill back up and see prior that I have paid before.
Gotcha.
And now that I'm understanding, well, I knew that before I came, but
That's on
a
us.
lot of people don't
Right.
understand that.
Yeah, like I said, I think we had the conversation,
Yeah.
that we really could have done a better job explaining that, with a one page, as opposed to all those the multiple pages, because the multiple pages just confuse people, but just one page to let them know that it's increasing by $15 a year in order to execute our master plan for stormwater. And so that could have been very easily understood by the citizen versus, I do know that a lot of time when you are sending things out, you're trying to give all the details and the background, but sometimes that confuses people. So just basically, everyone's tax is gonna increase by $15 a year in order for us to execute our stormwater master plan to improve drainage throughout the city.
Okay, do we have more comments?
No, sir.
Mr. Manager, any follow-up?
No, sir.
Okay, commissioners? Okay. And thank you, audience, for your questions and your concerns. I don't think there's one commissioner up here will allow $200 assessment on anything. That will never happen. I can strongly say that on the record. They won't do that. The $15, as commissioners say, we could have did a better job explaining, and we will do it in the near future. Thank you. All right, let's get the, is there a motion on that?
No, sir, we just will close this public hearing at 5:38 PM.
Okay. 5:38, okay. Do you need the motion? Okay, all right, there's no more comments, we'll go ahead and close out this meeting. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Mayor and Commissioners, mics are live.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We can go ahead and call this special meeting to order for 5:45 PM.
Yes, sir.
Please call the roll.
Almazan,
Here.
Collins.
Here.
Reese,
Here.
Wilson.
Here. Approval of agenda.
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Reese. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Collins. In the audience comment?
No, sir.
All right, call the roll.
Almazan.
Aye.
Collins.
Aye.
Reese,
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
All right, we're going to open this public hearing at 5:45 PM. The purpose of this hearing is relating to a resolution of the City Commission of the City of Belle Glade related to those non-ad valorem assessments which may be levied for the costs of providing for lot clearing, boarding and securing, and demolition services to eliminate nuisance conditions on private real property within the City of Belle Glade, and which costs remain delinquent and unpaid as of June 1st, 2025, approving the nuisance abatement services assessment for role for fiscal year 2025 and for other purposes, providing for conflict severability and an effective date. If there's any comments for this item, please rise to be sworn in. There being no comments,
Close at what time?
at 5:46 PM.
All right. Any comments, Mr. Manager?
No, sir.
Commissioners? All right.
None.
All right, we'll go ahead. No comments. We'll go ahead and close out this special meeting.
Thank you. Mayor and Commissioners, mics are live.
All right, thank you, Madam Clerk. Let's go ahead and call this meeting to order. Workshop Monday, July 21st, 6 p.m. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Almazan?
Here.
Collins? Reese?
Here.
Wilson?
Yeah. Approval of agenda, please.
So move.
We have a motion by Vice Mayor Amazon. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Collins. Call the roll, Madam Clerk.
Almazan?
Aye.
Collins? Reese?
Aye.
Wilson?
Aye. All right, Madam Clerk, take it away.
Yes, sir. In our regular meeting, we'll have a public hearing relating to fiscal year 2024-2025 budget amendment. Under presentations, we'll entertain the following. Item 2, 2025 June Employee Safety Award recipient. Item 3, a special recognition for Business of the Month. Item 4, presentation and proclamation regarding an introduction of new principal at Belle Glade Elementary and Crossroads, and an update on grades in the Glades region. Item 4, introduction of Muck City Coyotes, Inc. Item 6, an FPL presentation. There is a request to entertain this item presentation during their workshop, if you would allow that instead of the regular meeting. Would you like it to entertain that presentation
We
now?
can't vote on it, but is there a consensus to do it? We're fine.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
FPL, we have a representation. You can.
They don't want to keep the lights on, so. Hello.
Thank you so much for having us. My name is Amy Camp, and I'm
Is your mic on?
No.
Here you go.
Push. All right. Clearly, I need.
Here's the clicker for this.
Good thing we're not a tech company.
That was a test.
Well, thank you again for having me. My name is Amy Kemp, and I'm one of the external affairs managers. My colleague, Elan Kaufer, that is your liaison, is actually out on vacation, so I am filling in for him. We're excited to be able to provide you a quick overview of the Storm Secure Underground program. That is a reliability-driven program that helps underground the customer electric lines. We've had a wonderful partnership already with city staff and the residents, and we're well underway in our outreach. But to make sure that we can provide as much awareness about the program as possible, we wanted to provide this to you. Absolutely, sir.
They made a presentation to the city staff, and this is work that FPNL is going to be doing throughout the city. And I felt that you, the city commission, would want FPNL to come and make a presentation to you to explain it, because I know that once they start the work and around, you're gonna have a lot of the citizens ask you what's going on and et cetera, and that's why they're here today.
Thank you, sir. And so with me today is the local engineer, Carlos Nunez, that will walk you through the presentation. John Geraldo is the construction manager, and he should be here in the next couple of minutes, but we wanted to make sure that you knew who were the people right behind the project. For any questions that come up to the commission, to staff, Elan will remain as your primary contact, but we wanted to make sure that we could have as much information as possible.
Hey, good evening. My name is Carlos Nunez. I'm the engineering lead for the East region, so that's all West Palm and Boca, and stretches all the way out here to Belle Glade. So let's get started. So the hardening process in general for FPL really started way back in 05 era hurricane seasons. We felt that there was a desperate need to upgrade our system. That began with the transmission lines. Those are those large power lines that go across the Everglades and come into the cities. Then they moved on to feeder hardening. So those are those main thoroughfare hardened poles you'll see either concrete or wood along major streets. And now we've gotten to that third phase of the process, which is hardening that final mile to the customer's home. So that's where our team comes in. The overhead transmission lines and feeder hardening poles, that was done majorly overhead, meaning that we kept the poles, we replaced them with stronger poles, and we hardened the infrastructure that's already existing on them. With the customer side of things on the distribution, we decided that an undergrounding approach would be better, just because rear of lines in backyards of people's homes and closer to where vegetation is, high risk of that coming down due to hurricanes. Hardening the structures wouldn't have the same impact that it would on the transmission line. So that's where we went with the approach that we took. Oh. So our selection process, or really why we chose the underground approach, is mainly the reliability aspect of it. Lines perform 50% better day-to-day operations, so that's regular when there's no storms or any kind of hurricane going on. They still perform better just due to the fact that they're underground, less exposure to vegetation, less exposure to accidental incidents from animals. They also speed up restoration. Vendors don't have to go to the backyards of people's homes, climb poles, and then have to hang up wires. They can just come in and switch around and put ground straps. There's also reduced, obviously, the reduced interruptions due to vegetations. No palm fronds hitting the lines, no, daily winds, anything like that. The selection process and why Belle Glade was one of our chosen for this year's design and outreach was due to three major criteria. Daily performance during named storms. So previous hurricanes, they track all that. They see how every feeder performs, and this is one of the ones selected. Outages on power lines due to vegetation, that's the major one. So anytime that a ticket is created, that gets logged, and then that gets added to the criteria list. And then performance during day-to-day operations. So how often the vendors out here, how often line trucks are working on it, and anything that deals with that. That's all that data gets collected, and then they go through a list and they select the most suitable for this process. The end goal is to harden everything within the FPL territory, but we're beginning with the ones that are performing the worst in storms and having the most vegetation outages. So this is a map of the current feeder that we selected. Noticing not the entire city is engulfed in it. That's because multiple feeders run along the city, but this is the one chosen for this year's design and outreach. At this time, I believe 99% of the customer outreach has been completed. There's still a couple of stragglers here and there, but for the most part, most of them are done. So we are beginning that phase of starting to schedule them for construction. The typical process for this program is we'll do about a year's worth of outreach. That's where customer outreach is going out there, knocking on doors, explaining the program, acquiring easements from customers. Then we'll move on to our final design. They'll hand that off over to my team, and we'll make sure that that meets our criteria for undergrounding. And then it goes off to permitting, and we're at that stage where we're starting construction. Still doing a lot of permitting because there are a lot of projects. That's why we broke them up into those individual squares. But, that process could take 2+ years just because of the number of projects that we have. And then just an identifier. So when the guys are out there performing the outreach, it is a subcontractor from our preferred vendor. We're using Pike for this region, and they subcontract that out to Bowman Construction. So they're the ones out there knocking on doors, talking to customers. They are clearly identified as working on behalf of FPL, safety vests, glasses, hard hats. They'll typically have an iPad out there where they can show AR photos of the transformers that we're installing. And I think they also are carrying the FPL issued IDs, badges.
They are?
Yep.
Okay.
And they shouldn't be entering homes if that's a concern. Shouldn't be asking for anything besides just explaining the program and then signing for an easement.
Yeah, that is a concern, because a couple of weeks ago, there was folks knocking on doors, so we don't want to frighten the community.
Yes.
You guys are doing a just service for us, but at the same time, we want to make sure the security, safety net is there. So.
Absolutely, Mayor. And I'm actually aware of that incident. We did actually escalate that to our corporate security team. So in the event of any individual potentially posing as an FPL contractor, if they don't have our identifying information, our recommendation to customers and to the commission is to call our 1-800 number. Our customer service staff has direct information on the properties that are selected for that program. And if we are able to confirm that those individuals are not an FPL representative, then the customer is urged to call 911.
Got the sheriff. So
Thank you.
be on top of that. Okay.
Yep. And then this is a representation of an ideal scenario where we're taking those rear of lateral lines and we are converting them underground. Notice that on the house, the weatherhead is now no longer the point of service. We are adding in these junction boxes on certain homes where the meter is not directly able to be tapped into, just to make that connection possible. All this is done on our construction side of the process. And then we do have okay, before I get to that, just a note, any rear of overhead lights that are in the area would be going away. The customer outreach rep going out and knocking on doors would have explained that process to the customers. But due to our facilities coming off those lines, those would have to be going as a result of that. We are still going to be feeding any existing street lights, so all those will be fed from the new underground lines, but those rear of outdoor lights that are pointing at folks' homes, those would be going away. And then here's just a representation of how the construction is going on. This is on the right-of-way lines. We're using these bore rig machines to essentially have minimal impact on customers' properties. On lawns, will just be one entrance bore and one exit bore wherever they need to make a splice or they need to install transformers. They also have a smaller missile bore rig that they use to take that cable from the right-of-way up to the meter of customers' homes. It's not exactly the same representation that's shown there. It's a smaller equipment, but again, minimal impact to the customer. And then right here, you can see our typical before and afters, where we are coming in. We perform the project, refeed the meters from the rear of. You notice in the pictures on the left, the old pole in the far end and the old transformer that was on it, it's now gone, and then the new transformer is there. We typically do restoration after the entire project is complete, where we'll go through and make sure that everything is restored to as it was before or better. And those are just a couple examples of that. And then this is the entire team. So John Giraldo, who's I think right there, our project manager for the area for construction. Kurt Percy, our outreach lead. Myself, the engineering lead. And then we have John Benavides, who's one of our production leads. So he oversees some of the projects in the area as well. Really, I'm opening up to any questions.
If I can, before we go to questions, one thing that Carlos, like I mentioned, is that there's actually no additional cost to customers for this program. So because it is part, I expected you would ask that, yes. So because it is part of our storm protection plan, which is part of our hardening initiatives, there's no additional upfront cost to customers. That's why we are a reliability-driven program, because ultimately our goal is to make sure that we underground all customers throughout the service territory. That way, hardening is done at the different stages. In addition, you may have noticed in the after picture where the poles are essentially still potentially in the backyard, we do share a communication plan with our communication counterparts, so think AT&T, Comcast, whoever is servicing the area, to let them know in ahead of what our construction plans consist of. That is also another reason why you also see that time gap after outreach, because we are a regulated utility that is overseen by the Florida Public Service Commission. We are in a tight timeline, right? We commit to our customers to make sure that we do this as quickly as possible, just as the commission is expecting us to make sure that we move forward. Our communication partners may have different timeframes, so we try our best to make sure that they are aware of our timelines so that if they choose to move forward with undergrounding, that they can do so at their own times. But for us, it's obviously our priority to make sure that we improve the reliability.
All right, I'm gonna open up for my colleagues, but I will suggest that when you guys do the outreach part of it, please contact the city manager through his directors, because we have the public relation person here that's on the radio. We want to make sure the community know, expect this to happen, and people will be knocking on your doors and stuff, because that's really, in a small community like ours, that's important for the people to know this is legit, okay?
Absolutely, no, thank you for that.
Commissioner Reese, anything for the good order? Commissioner Reese?
I just have two questions. How are you going to be dealing with the apartment complexes?
Yeah, it's the same as any residential home. So we treat them the same. They'll usually have either multiple meters or a meter junction itself, but we are doing the exact same thing. There are cases where we cannot go directly underground to them. We'll still install the pad mount, and then we'll refeed them from the closest existing service pole. And then those poles, if they're not up to our standards, we replace them. So,
And of course, a lot of our power lines are in alleyways, or
yeah.
are those going to disappear on us?
Yeah, any of our laterals that are within alleyways or even still in front of the customers' homes, those would all be going away if they are our laterals. If there are, again, those poles in the major thoroughfares, those would be hardened where they're at. But we plan to remove for our projects everything that's on overhead poles.
Thank you.
I think, Commissioner Collins, you've been recognized.
I just have one quick question. Just for clarity, again, you said that everything would be feeding from those little boxes, right?
Yes.
So each property that you go on, that is part of this project, will be receiving one of those, correct?
Yeah, that's a great question. So our box is allowed to serve up to 8 customers for each one of them. Typically, the average is about 5 to 6. Just depends on range. We have a strict voltage drop and flicker requirements. So the engineers that are designing the job, they go through, they make sure that all that works. They select the best locations for them. We go out, ask the customers like, hey, this property, this location is the best spot. Talk to them, make sure that it works for them as well. And then we go about that. But typically serves about 5 to 6 homes per. Yeah. So not everyone needs one.
Okay, so that answers that question also when Pastor Reese was just asking about, what about apartments or complexes or something? So you'll have a couple of them stationed and then they'll feed.
An apartment complex itself would just be one.
Oh, okay.
And they'll still serve other homes. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about, the old grids.
Yes.
And so with that box being there, that would just replace basically that and it would feed these
Yes.
homes from there. Okay.
Technology, huh?
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
Vice Mayor. Oh, go ahead.
I have one of those boxes in my home in Savannah, so I understand. I know what they look like.
Yeah, in those cases, that might be 1 for 1, just because of the distances from each other. Yeah.
Vice Mayor, you've been recognized.
Yeah, thank y'all for your investment in here in the whole state of Florida, not just in Belle Glade. Is the plan eventually to do the whole city, little by little, or just this high-risk areas right now?
Absolutely. So as Carlos mentioning, it is a reliability-driven program. So our goal is ultimately to underground as much of the service territory as possible. Just it's a matter of time. The program itself has probably an outstanding lifetime of about maybe 2 decades or so. I mean, we serve 12 million customers in the state of Florida, so we're trying to do it as quickly as possible to make sure that we serve those who need it the most first.
Thank you.
Mr. Manager?
First of all, we appreciate FPNL. You guys are great to work with.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you very much. What, the polls, what are you going to do with them?
So if there is no other attached utility, so no AT&T, Comcast, anything like that, we would be pulling those poles ourselves. If there are other utilities on them, we have notified them already that this is coming within 2 years. We notify them again when we go to construction, and then we notify them afterwards saying, it's your turn to take over ownership. So typically at that point, they have 2 options. They can either underground their facilities and then remove the poles themselves, or they can stay attached. But they will.
And it's my understanding that the majority, I mean, there's always issues, but the majority of your issues are in the southwest section?
What do you mean by
Yeah.
issues?
As far as during hurricanes and et cetera, when you have issues, power outage, et cetera?
So this program is.
And the reason I'm asking that question is, because I'm gonna follow it up with other questions, but is that where you're going to start?
So this program and this group is the totality of Florida. So we have a group station north.
In Belle Glade, is that the area?
Oh, within Belle Glade.
I don't think we can say that the majority of our potential reliability concerns are in the south. I think that for the purposes of this program, the feeder that was selected met those 3 criteria, just based on the different storm tracks. And unfortunately, now we're seeing tornadoes. I mean, so many different unexpected weather events. I don't think we can say that it, merits to a specific
Okay.
area.
When you start this project, where are you going to start in Belle Glade?
Where are we going to?
Oh, the construction timeline.
So I
Okay.
believe construction has already initiated one of their first projects over in the southwest section.
Okay?
Yeah, but ultimately where they start, the rest of the projects in those blue lines will be determined by our hardening manager. They go ahead and schedule that.
Based on
Okay,
timing
and I'm
resources.
assuming he will notify, as you move into another area, notify the manager's office
Yes, sir.
Yes.
so that we can notify the commission?
And when we do further outreach, the same thing. If we're gonna outreach other customers, we'll let you guys know.
Before we start construction, we mail letters to customers for them to have awareness on, we're picking the project back up, if you will. These are the different stages that you will see along with estimated timeframes so that customers can expect, I'm going to start seeing trucks around this timeframe. I'm going to start seeing transformers being placed around this timeframe. It is important to know also that restoration is done at the end of the program. So each of the different projects are divided into smaller sub-projects to make sure that we can tackle everything in the most efficient manner. Restoration, because it is also a different crew, we do it at the end because if there are multiple phases to construction, and if, let's say, we have to replace sod, we want to make sure that we replace it and essentially no one has to walk on it again. There's no additional damage if there is a concern on that matter.
Yeah, that was gonna be my question about when the letters go out, but make sure we get a copy of
Absolutely.
it so that we can, through our networks, communication, letting the folks know it's coming, okay? Thank you guys so much.
Thank you
all
for your
so much.
time. We
Yes,
appreciate it.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your
Tell
partnership.
Ian I'd say hello.
I will. He's enjoying his time off.
Yes. Thank you, guys. All right, Madam Clerk.
Okay, moving forward, we'll entertain in the regular meeting a presentation from Gamma. Item 8, there is an amendment to the minutes. I will request to delete those minutes from the regular meeting and amend them for the next commission meeting. Item number 9,
Go.
approval of proposed project funding by Infrastructure Surtax Independent Citizen Oversight Committee on June 8th, 2025 in the amount of $125,053. Approval of reallocation of funds in the amount of $96,075. And approval of budget transfer numbers 25-T-039 in the amount of $125,053. Item 10, approval to update the building official pay grade on the city's position classification compensation plan. Item 11, approval of travel for Commissioner Reese to attend the National Black Caucus of Local Elected Officials in Houston, Texas, July 30th, 2025 through August 2nd, 2025. Item 12, approval of travel for Mayor Wilson, Vice Mayor Almazan, Commissioner Reese, and Commissioner Collins to attend the FLC conference in Orlando, Florida, August 14th through the 16th, 2025. In conjunction, Mayor Wilson wishes to attend the Florida League of Mayors workshop meetings, August 13th through the 14th, 2025. Item 13, approval to apply to Florida Commerce for the Community Planning Technical Assistant Grant to fund a recreation master plan. Item 14, special event permit application from H.E. Hill Holdings LLC for the food truck rallies on July 10th, July 24th, July 26th, 2025, August 14th, and August 28th, 2025 at 1016 West Canal Street South. Item 15, ratification of special event permit application for Nat the Cat Day on June 21st, 2025 at Town Square. Item 16, authorization to apply for Round 3, Florida's Local Government Cybersecurity Grant for state fiscal year 2025-2026. Item 17, approval of Brohami Construction, Inc., change order number 1 to construction of Torrey Island Campground Bathhouse in the amount of $46,614.92. Item 18, approval of Essential Constructs LLC change order number 1 to the renovations at the Belle Glade Municipal Golf Course facilities in the amount of $1,553. Item 19, approval of Kimley Horn and Associates Inc. change order number 3 in the amount of $7,400 relating to Torrey Island Campground Bathhouse Facility. Project number 5, RFQ number 1-2023, continuing services contract, city project number 24-21. Item 20, requesting commission approval of mural sketch for the proposed mural sketch by renowned artist Lester Feeney, intended for the front side of the fitness center, and approval of budget transfer number 25-T-038 in the amount of $10,000. Under resolutions? Do you have any questions for the following items? Okay. Under resolutions, we have the following relating to, item 22 relates to finances and amendment of fiscal year budget beginning October 1st and ending September 30th, 2025. Item 22 relates to a declare the city-owned property at 564 Southwest 4th Street to be surplus property. Item 23, approval to declare the city-owned property at 309 Southwest 6th Street to surplus property. Item 24, approval to accept a $35,000 grant for a Veterans Memorial from HE Health Foundation, Inc., and approval of the letter of agreement dated May 29th, 2025, and for other purposes. Item 25, approval of emergency goods and services to re-roof the shingle roof and flat roof at the Country Club, Drawbridge Cafe at Torrey Island, and other necessary repairs in the amount of $47,885, authorizing the city manager to execute the purchase order for the same, authorizing the city manager to take all necessary actions to complete the work. Item 26, approval of maintenance work for fiscal year 2025-2026 pursuant to the State of Florida Department of Transportation State Highway Lighting Maintenance and Compensation Agreement not to exceed $45,914.88. Item 27, approving the emergency purchase of goods and services to re-roof the flat roof at the Belle Glade weight room facility and other necessary repairs in the amount of $96,075, authorizing the city manager to execute the purchase order for the same, authorizing the city manager to take all necessary actions to complete the work. Item 28, waiving the competitive selection requirements for a qualified developer for ownership and development of the real property located at 900 Southeast Avenue G, Belle Glade, also known as the former Gove Elementary School property, and authorizing the city manager and the city attorney to meet with interested developers and schedule presentations by each potential developer before the city commission at future commission meetings and for other purposes. Are there any questions relating to any items?
Just go for a second. Can we move this to under city attorney reports? This is the Gove Elementary property that, we've been out for bid 6 times on. So if you could just move it there, and I'll give a more full explanation since it's already almost 6:30 at the regular agenda.
Have a consensus here? Okay.
Okay. Under other business, we have item 29 relating to the non-ad valorem assessments which may levied for the cost of providing lot clearing, boarding, and securing demolition services to eliminate nuisance condition on private real property within the city of Belle Glade, which costs remain delinquent and unpaid as of June 1st, 2025, and approving nuisance abatement services. Item 13 relates to the provision of stormwater management services in the city of Belle Glade, Florida, and reimposing and increasing stormwater services assessments against developed property located within the city of Belle Glade for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2025, and continuing thereafter until amended. The following ordinances will be read by title. 31, it relates to annexing 3 parcels of real property totaling approximately 1.02 acres owned by Western Palm Beach Farm Bureau. Item 32 relates to annexing 3 parcels of real property totaling approximately 10.06 acres owned by U.S. Sugar. Item 33 relates to adopting a small-scale amendment of the city's comprehensive plan to assign a city's Belle Glade land use category of residential. Item 34 relates to assigning a city of Belle Glade a zoning designation of R3 residential districts to an annexed parcel of real property. Item number 5, relates to adopting a small-scale amendment to the city's comprehensive plan to assign a city of Belle Glade land use category of commercial. Item 36 assigns a city of Belle Glade zoning designation of B2 restricted business districts. Item 37 relates to amending the city of Belle Glade Code of Ordinances, Chapter 31 zoning. And item 38 relates to amending Chapter 17 business tax. I will announce the announcements under our regular meeting.
All right, thank you, Madam Clerk. We're not going to ask for manager and director's report or council or comments from the sheriff's department during the workshop. We'll save it to the regular meeting because we about 2 or 3 minutes for start time. So, Commissioner, unless you guys have any final comments, we're going to go ahead and close out the workshop and go right into our regular meeting. Okay. All right, the workshop's adjourned. Mic check, please.
Mics are live.
All right, we're going to go ahead and call this regular scheduled meeting for Monday, July 21st, 6:30 p.m. to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Amazon.
Here.
Collins.
Here.
Reese.
Here.
Wilson.
Yeah, we're blessed to have with us our very own Commissioner Reese, going to lead us in the invocation, and Commissioner Collins will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. If you don't mind, please stand for the invocation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Dear Heavenly Father, we are truly thankful to you, Lord, for this beautiful day that you've created. We thank you for continuing to watch over and protect us. We thank you for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon our community. We ask now, Lord, that your spirit be here with us as we begin to discuss the city businesses. We pray, Lord, that you be our guide and that everything that we do will bring glory and honor to you. We ask a blessing upon each person that's gathered in this building this evening, and continue to watch over us and keep us, we pray. We thank you and we give you praise in your precious name. And all those who love the Lord said, Amen.
Would you please join us in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, audience. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Give one to Randy.
All right, Madam Clerk.
All right. We have a couple of changes to this regular meeting agenda. We have a deletion of item number 6, FPL presentation that was held in the workshop. Delete item 8 until the next commission meeting relating to city minutes. And move item 28 under city attorney report.
Okay, from the workshop, what's your pleasure?
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Reese, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Collins. All right, call the roll.
Amazon.
Aye.
Collins.
Aye.
Reese.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye. Welcome to our regular scheduled meeting. Thank you all for taking time out of your schedule. We have a lot of VIPs in here. While you all are VIPs in your own respective place, we are so appreciative that you did take time out to be with us tonight. Marsha Andrews, we see you. Come on, stand up, Marsha. Give our schoolboy. He is. Best in the West. Okay. Any other elected officials that I fail to recognize? Any other elected officials? Ms. Bryant, representing Senator Berman. Stand up, Ms. Bryant. You hiding behind Ms. Marsha? You guys did a good job getting us what we needed this year. We want to say thank you to the senator, all right?
Thank you.
All right, so we're going ahead and move on then. If we don't see a lot of the ministers, all the Gamma members, please stand. Gamma, you with Gamma? Please stand up. Let's give these ministers a big hand. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Madam Clerk, take it away.
Sir, we have a public hearing. We're going to open this public hearing at 6:33 p.m. relating to fiscal year 2024-2025 budget amendment, referring to item number 21 for backup. Anybody wishing to appear and speak before the commission, please rise to be sworn in. There being none, this public hearing is closed at 6:34 p.m.
All right.
Mayor and commissioners, may please step down for the next 3 presentations. Do we have Mr. Bernard Estime here? You can come up to the dais. Now, item 2 is our 2025 June Employee Safety Award recipient, Mr. Bernard Estime. He's a service technician of a Public Works Department. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Do we have Mr. Jay the Barber in attendance? May you please step forward? Can you hand this to Ms. Collins? This is a special recognition of Business of the Month for Jay the Barber, and his place of business is Barbería de los Jefes.
So this certificate reads, Certificate of Recognition proudly presented to Jay the Barber for your exceptional contribution on the beautification of 64 West Avenue A within the city of Belle Glade, Florida, presented this 21st day of July 2025 from the mayor and the city commissioner. Thank you.
Well, I just want to give thanks to the community. Yes, thank you. You did me a couple of things. All right, thank you, Jay.
All right, our next presentation is relating to the introduction of new principal at Belle Glade Elementary and Crossroads, and an update on grades in the Glades region by Angela Moore. And Dr. Monique.
All the
Mejia.
principals in here.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of our regional superintendent, Ms. Angela Moore, I am so elated to present to you some of our new leadership in the school district of Palm Beach County. And representing and leading Belle Glade Elementary, we have Ms. Jamie Evans.
Thank you so much, city officials and the community, for having me. It is an honor to be standing in front of the best city in the West, Belle Glade. I'm ecstatic to be the new principal at Belle Glade Elementary School. We have so many great things that are going to happen this year. Families, please make sure you come in at this time and register your child for school. We have the supply list on our Facebook page. Come out, get your children ready for school. We are going to have a fantastic year. Thank you.
You know, Mrs. Moore and I, we work the region. So our region includes South Bay, Belle Glade, and Pahokee. And so we do have another principal that we would like to announce, that Mrs. Altoria Henley will be leading Canal Point Elementary, which led to the opening for Mr. Derek Hibbler to run Crossroads Academy.
Can I pick this up? Mayor and the other commissioners, everyone behind me and around me, I want to thank you for allowing me to come back home. I've been in Belle Glade for years. I've been in the Glades area for over 24 years. So I am home. And when I did a little review, Mayor, I was told that you do a lot of services and a lot of support to Crossroads Academy. So I'm going to hope and pray that we continue this dialogue and build up our relationship to talk about some of our needs, because I have a list of things that I think you and I are going to need to get together and talk about. I am, again, proud to be back home, and it's a joy to work with commissioners and mayors that really support the school systems. Not saying that Pahokee didn't do well with theirs. I've been involved in several committees, several meetings with commissioners, but I'm really looking forward to this one, because I hear nothing but good things from this process of commissioners and city managers and also with the mayors. So thank you again for welcoming me back home, and looking forward to building up our program at Crossroads Academy.
We would also be remiss if we didn't recognize Dr. Diane Howard for her work and contribution that she provided to Crossroads. Mrs. Howard decided to retire, and we're so excited for her new journey. So thank you for having us and allowing us to introduce our new principals. First, I would like to say, I didn't do this initially, but I would like to say thank you, Mayor Wilson. Thank you, respective commissioners, city manager, city attorney. I would like to thank you for having us here today. I would also like to thank you for continuously supporting the Glades region. What these principals do for these schools, it's not an easy task. And we are so proud to announce some of the great work that is continuing in this region. We're proud to announce, we'll start from the high schools. We're so elated to share that Glade Central Elementary is now a B-rated school. Oh, Glade Central High School, I'm so sorry. So sorry, pardon me. Come on up. We're also excited that Lakeshore Middle School has done the work, and they are also now a B-rated school. And so we do have some other principals here. They have been working really hard, and the job of getting a school grade and moving a school is very complex. But they are continuing to strive, so I would like to bring them up. I would like to bring up Mrs. Thomason at Gove Elementary. I would also like to bring up Ms. Dowers at Glade View. And then also as a region, I would like to say that we are so proud to have celebrated Rosenwald Elementary last Monday, because they are now in A school as well. And then Pahokee Elementary, because they are A school. So we know this is a city of Belle Glade, but as an education system and as Tri-Cities, we support all schools in the region. So we're so proud of. Oh, and I'm so sorry, Miss Pioneer Park, Dr. Moreau, she's absent today, but she sent Miss Renelda. Come on up, Renelda. Pioneer Park is also another B-rated school. So we're so proud, Mrs. Moore and I are so proud of the work that these individual leaders are doing, but we would also be remiss if we didn't talk about the work of the teachers. The teachers are really moving and shaking in these schools, and what I can tell you, when we grow as adults, students grow in achievement. So we would like to recognize our teachers, our parents, and we would like to recognize Tri-Cities, because without this, we need Tri-Cities to move this work. And most importantly, we would like to recognize our very own Mrs. Andrews, who's been boots on the ground for the Glades region. And so she does a lot for our region and supporting us and our needs for the district. So thank you. Thank you.
And I have to say good afternoon to everyone. Mayor Wilson, Vice Mayor Amazon, Commissioner Collins, Commissioner Reese, everyone on the dais, all of the audience out here tonight, all of our principals, our regional superintendent and our instructional superintendent, Dr. McTier, I bring thank you. Thank you from the superintendent, Superintendent Michael Burke, and all 7 school board members. But I truly am blessed to be your school board member, representing District 6, right here in the Glades, the best in the West, with you. We want to thank you, Mayor Wilson, Vice Mayor Amazon, Collins, and Commissioner Reese. We could not do this work without you. You are at the table to make sure that the Glades region, Belle Glade and specifically, we have everything we need for our schools. Ms. Evans, the Tri-Cities have been absolutely fabulous. One thing I want to announce, we're getting a new Crossroads Academy building. I don't know if we've mentioned it formally at the school board to you, but I am your board member, and that was one of the things I truly wanted to make sure that we built a new building for Crossroads Academy. Crossroads Academy. Dr. Hibbler, you're going into your new building. And your new building will be at West Technical Education Center. It's so important for our students, all of our students, to have technical skills. And we're starting with that new building over at West Tech. When I think about the great principals, it takes you all, leadership at the top, to make the difference. Your teachers, and especially your students, they did it. They really did it in the Glades. Let's everybody stand up a moment for the Glades region. I want everybody in this audience to stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. I have 41 schools in my district, but when I look back at the schools in the Glades region, you did it. All of the schools to the east says, whoa, it's happening in Belle Glade. It's happening in South Bay. It's happening in Pahokee, and it's happening in Canal Point. Our kids are excelling in academic achievement. They're growing and developing to the best that they can be. And it's all because of you all. And we thank you so much. So I want to say to Mary Evans, Tri-Cities, all of you standing in front of me, we're always a phone call away. We can be here in a moment to make sure you know that we're doing the work on behalf of your community, Belle Glade. It's in your soil, the richness, it's in your DNA, and it shows with our great schools. Thank you so much for everything you do for us.
Okay, before you guys leave, we're gonna get the picture out to the proclamation. We're gonna read it into the record. Yes. Okay. We're gonna read it into the record.
Thank you. Proclamation, City of Belle Glade, Academic Excellence. Whereas the City of Belle Glade recognizes the vital role that education plays in the growth and success of our community. And whereas our local schools have demonstrated hard work, perseverance, and dedication by achieving academic passing grades, a testament to the commitment of students, teachers, administration, and families. And wherein these achievements reflect the power of community partnerships and the collective belief that every child deserves access to higher quality education and the opportunity to succeed. And whereas the City of Belle Glade commends the leadership and guidance provided by educators who work tirelessly to inspire excellence and ensure the success of all students. And whereas the achievements of our schools serve as a beacon of hope and a symbol of progress in our ongoing mission to uplift and empower our youth. Now, therefore, I, Mary O. Evans, Public Relations Coordinator, on behalf of Steve B. Wilson, Mayor of the City of Belle Glade, and on behalf of the City Commissioners, City Manager, do hereby proclaim our sincere recognition and commendation to all local schools in the Glades region for achieving academic passing grades and encourage all residents to join in celebrating this educational milestone. Signed and proclaimed the 21st day of July, 2025, Steve B. Wilson, Mayor, Joaquin Amazon, Vice Mayor, Taquilla Collins, Commissioner, Robert L. Reese, Commissioner. What do we live for if not to make life happier and less difficult for everyone else? Thank you so very much for reaching excellence in education.
Good job. Yeah. So we're gonna ask the principals, administrators, please come up. And while they're coming up, I do have something I have a mission on. Years ago, I used to think that the school district had too many holidays and too many days off. And I also thought they made too much money until I started teaching in the classroom. Boy, you don't get enough holidays and you're underpaid. So Marcia Andrews, you got to solicit that they get more money. They're doing the work. So we're going to take a picture if you guys don't mind. Mr. Manager, I need you up front. Come up here with this picture. Okay. And again, to our new appointment, Mr. Hibbler, and to Ms. Evans, congratulations to you guys. Okay. Mike, get over there. Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Marsha Andrews. Thank you, Dr. McNeil.
Thank you.
Excellent
Thank you.
job.
Please keep us in your prayers and lift it.
Yes, we are. Thank you so much. For the Glades region.
All right, Commissioners?
Yes.
Moving forward, our next presentation is item 5, introduction of Muck City Coyotes, Inc. Do we have a Corinza Oliver here? That's- Please step forward.
You didn't lose your keys, did you? How you doing? Thank you.
It's fine. It's fine. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. All right. Good evening, everyone. Go ahead. He said he needs one. Good evening, everyone. My name is Corinza Oliver, and I am the founder of Muck City Coyotes. Muck City Coyotes is a new program that has been implemented and deeply rooted in the Glades. It is an opportunity for girls ages 12 to 17 to play flag football. The reason we are implementing this is essentially to save our youth and groom our youth to have a brighter future. Muck City Coyotes creates a safe haven where the youth can advance athletically, socially, and academically. By integrating cultural experiences through travel sports, academic coaching, nutritional plans for each of the individuals, and we're just taking a holistic approach to developing the individuals that are essentially our future versus us just saying, okay, sports is everything. We do understand that the youth also has like mental health issues. So we want to be able to harp on that so that we could develop the entire child. Because so often we have kids that essentially like go off to school and do things, and then they are essentially bounce right back to the community that sent them. So we want to be able to prepare them for college readiness so that once they go off, that we would be able to breed them in a way that they would be able to come back and be planted on good soil here in the Muck so that we are able to continue to grow our community in a positive manner. Flag football specifically, I've been coaching for 5 years here. I've coached in Pahokee for 5 years, and we've won the district championship here. And based on the athleticism that our girls innately carry within them with the proper amount of structure and discipline, I do think that this could be a groundbreaking sport and movement here within the Glades. Most of the girls that I have come in contact with, they usually play like street ball within their communities and different things like that. It's just not organized or structured. So we want to be able to give them a fair chance and opportunity. Our mission is for us to give them that safe haven, that safe environment to grow, and our vision is to break barriers, build leaders, and transform futures. So the things that we're going to do, we're going to improve their grades through academic coaching. We'll build fitness and health awareness within them so that they'll learn how to make healthier choices in their everyday lives versus them thinking, you know, a diet. We want to be able to teach them a lifestyle that is based on their individual growth. We'll also help them be able to develop in their collaboration skills and teamwork, because as we all see, we need one another most of the time if we're going to build anything that is worthwhile. And they'll also be able to create good friendships, and it'll allow them to be able to get the community support that they need. Okay?
Well, thank you. My colleague, so she met with the city manager a week ago, and he was very impressed with her presentation. She didn't ask anything in particular from the city in terms of funding mechanism, but they did want to utilize one of the fields, and Mr. Max explained to the commissioner what you're thinking on in that regards.
I didn't hear you, Mayor. You want me to what?
Yeah, on the field.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. We took them up to show them the field that we have at Airport Park, and we just have a little additional work to do to it. We certainly hope that you're going to take advantage of it.
Yes.
And we, the city and the city staff, we look forward to working with you, and anything that we can do to help you, we want to have that opportunity.
I appreciate that so much.
If you recall what I said when we met, that one of the commissioners was going to be excited about this news. So I'm going to
Yes.
yield to her and then follow up with my commissioners on my left and my right. Commissioner Collins, you've been recognized.
Good evening.
Go ahead.
I am so impressed with everything that you just said.
Thank you.
Due to the fact that you said something that stood out, very broad. And anytime I hear that word, my antennas go up. And it's dealing with mental health.
Yes.
The flag football is a social outlet. Some of the things that you have outlined in this brochure, it will truly make a difference in these girls' lives. And if there's anything that I or the commission or city manager we could do, please don't hesitate to reach out. You have our full support with that.
Thank you so much.
And my colleague to my left and your right, Commissioner, he loved kids, loved the teens. So you saw him moving, so I give him an opportunity to say something.
And I'm excited about this, and make sure you let us know your schedule so we can come out and support you and root
I
you.
will.
Again, it's a great opportunities for our young girls, and I think it's something that's well needed.
Yes.
Thank you for stepping up and providing this to our youth.
Thank you.
And last but not least, the vice mayor, he's such an awesome person. I'm not saying it to make him feel good, but he's very supportive of the kids, and we'll yield to him for a moment.
Thank you, Ms. Holler, and your staff and your team there for taking this initiative. I mean, anything for our youth. I know not just myself, but this whole city council and the manager, we support 100%. Anything that you need out there at Airport Park and that field, well, I think it's a blessing that we just resodded it. We brought it up, bringing it slowly back up to, and that's what it's for our kids out here. So please take advantage of it and let us know whatever you need. And thank you for what you're doing, because it's not easy, giving up your time and taking this initiative to working with our young ladies, and especially, they sometimes, our parents or their parents work so much or do this and that, and sometimes they just need some leadership, some love, and they'll be productive citizens at the end of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And finally, I think when they first approached the manager, they were a little reluctant, thinking that maybe the commission wouldn't support them. I say, huh? No, we have a good slate of commission, and they're very supportive. Please introduce your team real quick.
Yes, please.
Everybody knows Latoya.
Hi, everybody. My name is Latoya Stanley.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Niari Woodfolk.
This is my daughter.
Oh, okay. There y'all the team. Thank you. So you,
Mayor.
Mayor,
okay.
I was just wondering, I see they have an age here, 12 to 17.
Yes.
But on your first game, so you have like one person that's just a little bit older that I know would like to participate. Maybe Commissioner Collins would like to.
Honorary. Absolutely.
I'll be your mascot.
Thank you, Commission, for having us. It's my vision to bridge the Muck City gap again. Like I explained to them, I'm a product of the Glades. I absolutely love everything about Pahokee, Belle Glade, and South Bay. No matter where I go, they know I'm a muck stepper. I call myself the #1 muck stepper. So we really appreciate your support. And like I told them, I said the only time we need to be divided is muck ball. We go to our respective corners, and then we come back and we're family again. So we really appreciate all of the support and the yeses that we've gotten from this commission. You guys rock, and we thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good luck on it, okay?
Thank you.
Our next presentation is from Glades Area Ministerial Association, Gamma, from Jamarius Bing.
Pastor Bean, so Bishop Neal's here, right?
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Commission. Thank you all for having us on this evening. This time I'm gonna ask you all to step down. I like how the clerk said y'all to step down, so I thought
She got officially
I
sit
didn't know
down.
that. Mayor's Commissioner, can you please step down?
And Mr. Manager, if you would join them. And that's all I want to say. So with that being said, I'm gonna turn it over to the president.
To God be the glory. Bishop Leonard Neal, 12th Street Ministries, is also president of Gamma Glades Area Ministerial Association, along with our Dr. Bing and Minister Tina for our CTO, Chosen to Overcome. We are here because you have been doing so much giving out and giving awards and just recognizing all the hard work. But sometimes you need to be appreciated too. And we can't do anything better but just to show that appreciation. This summer, our summer program, we did not receive the grant that we were supposed to, and the community responded. The city responded, and you responded personally as well. And so we just wanted to show you our appreciation by awarding you these certificates and award. And I'll allow Minister Tina, she does well at presenting. You can tell by the look on her face, right? So I'm gonna have her read these, and then we'll hand them out one at a time. I hope you.
Thank you, Bishop Neal. And this is in grateful recognition of your generous support and sponsorship for our 2025 CTO Summer Camp program. Lamex Harville, your contribution plays a vital role in providing a safe, fun, and transformative camp experience for our youths. Thank you. Life was touched, memory was made, and future was inspired. We truly appreciate your partnership in helping us making a lasting impact. CTO.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Got one more for you. Piece of the puzzle.
Thank you.
You want to do this one?
And we'll have Dr. Bing do this one. He does that too.
In grateful recognition of your generous support and sponsorship for our 2025 CTO Summer Camp program, the City of Belle Glade. Your contribution played a vital role in providing a safe and fun, transformative camp experience for our youths. Thank you. Life were touched, memory was made, and future were inspired. We truly appreciate your partnership in helping us making a lasting impact.
And this is to the City of Belle Glade. We present this to the City of Belle Glade. Thank you all for what you do. I just want to share this briefly with you, here as we represent the clergy here in Belle Glade, City of Belle Glade, also Pahokee as well, and also South Bay. We are bringing together this community. It's important that we do something according to the scripture, where it reminds us that Ephesians 4, verse 3 says, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. And as we do these prayer walks, as we march to our cities, and we're hoping to incorporate other cities as well, so we can pray for peace in these streets, making sure our vulnerables are safe, our youths, our seniors. Gamma is committed, Gamma by Faith is committed to continue to serve the City of Belle Glade, and we're not looking back. So we're extremely grateful for you. I hope this appreciation just kind of shows what our heart really is, and we're so thankful to God. We're praying for the city. We're praying for you, Mayor. We're praying for our leadership, our commission, and we're praying for our youths. Most importantly, we lost too many along the way, and it shouldn't be that way. So we love you guys. We appreciate you. We just want you to know that today. God bless you.
We get a picture with you guys.
Sure.
One, two, three. There we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, Commissioners, may I have a motion to approve items 9 through 27?
What's your pleasure?
So move.
Motion by Vice Mayor Amazon, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Collins. All right, call the roll.
Amazon?
Aye.
Collins?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
Wilson?
Aye.
All right, under other business, a resolution relating to those non-ad valorem assessments which may be levied for the cost of providing lot clearing, boarding, and securing and demolition services to eliminate nuisance conditions on private real property within the city of Belle Glade, and which cost remains delinquent and unpaid as of June 1st, 2025. Approving the nuisance abatement services assessment roll for fiscal year 2025 and for other purposes. May I have a motion to approve?
What's your pleasure?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Collins, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Vice Mayor. Audience comment?
No, sir.
Commissioner comments? All right, call the roll.
Amazon?
Aye.
Collins?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
Wilson?
Aye.
Item 30 is a resolution relating to provisions of the stormwater management services in the city of Belle Glade, Florida, reimposing and increasing stormwater service assessments against developed property located within the city of Belle Glade for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2025, and continuing thereafter until amended, approving and adopting the increased rate of assessment, approving the adopted assessment roll, and providing an effective date. May I have a motion to approve?
What's your pleasure?
So move.
Motion by Vice Mayor Amazon, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Reese. Audience comment?
No, sir.
Commissioner comments?
Yes.
All right, call the roll.
Amazon?
Aye.
Collins?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
Wilson?
Aye.
You're under reading of ordinances. Item 31, a public hearing on first reading. An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Belle Glade, Florida, annexing 3 parcels of real property totaling approximately 1.02 acres owned by Western Palm Beach Farm Bureau, located at the northwest corner of Hooker Highway and Livestock Market Road, as more particularly described herein, declaring that the voluntary annexation of the properties meet all legal criteria, directing city administrative staff to take all next actions necessary to effectuate the annexation, providing for conflicts clause and severability clause, and providing an effective date.
What's your pleasure?
So moved.
Mayor,
Motion by Commissioner Collins, second.
was there a call for public comment? I didn't hear if the clerk, did you ask for a public comment?
We would make a first and a second motion and then public comment.
All right, and the second is by who?
So move.
All right, the motion was made by Commissioner Collins, and you second it? All right, Collins with the motion, second by Vice Mayor. Okay. Any audience comment?
Do you have any public hearing, public comments from the audience wishing to speak on this item? No, sir.
All right, Commissioner comments? All right, call the roll.
Amazon?
Aye.
Collins?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
Wilson?
Aye.
All right, item 32, a public hearing on first reading, an ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Belle Glade, Florida, annexing 3 parcels of real property totaling approximately 10.06 acres owned by U.S. Sugar Corporation located at the northeast corner of Main Street and Hooker Highway, as more particularly described herein, declaring that the voluntary annexation of the property meet all legal criteria, directing city administrative staff to take all actions necessary to effectuate the annexation, providing for conflict, severability, and providing an effective date.
All right, we open up for comments now.
Is there any comments on this item? There's none, sir.
All right, is there a motion?
So move.
Motion by Vice Mayor Amazon, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Collins. All right, Commissioner comments? All right, call the roll.
Amazon.
Aye.
Collins.
Aye.
Reese.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Item 33, a public hearing on ordinance 2025-05, a second and final reading. An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Belle Glade, Florida, adopting a small-scale amendment to the city's comprehensive plan to assign a City of Belle Glade land use category of residential to an annexed parcel of real property located near the southern terminus of First Street, parcel control number 043743 3000000. 3030, totaling approximately 2.8 acres, as more particularly described herein, amending the future land use map and providing for severability, conflicts, and an effective date. Do we have any comments from the audience on this item?
All right, the motion?
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Commissioner Reese, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Vice Mayor Amazon. Comments from the commissioners? All right, call the roll.
Amazon.
Aye.
Collins.
Aye.
Reese.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Item 34, a public hearing on ordinance 2025-06, second and final reading. An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Belle Glade, Florida, assigning a City of Belle Glade zoning designation of R3 residential districts to an annexed parcel of real property located near the southern terminus of First Street, parcel control number 0437433000003030, totaling approximately 2.8 acres, as more particularly described herein, finding conformity with the comprehensive plan, amending the city zoning map, and providing for severability, conflicts, and an effective date. Is there any comments from the audience on this item? No, we're good.
All right, the motion?
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Collins, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Vice Mayor Amazon. Any comments from the dais? If not, call the roll.
Amazon.
Aye.
Collins.
Aye.
Reese.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Item 35, a public hearing on ordinance 2025-07, is second and final reading. An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Belle Glade, Florida, adopting a small-scale amendment to the city's comprehensive plan to assign a City of Belle Glade land use category of commercial to 3 annexed parcels of real property located north of Northwest Avenue L and west of Northwest 13th Street. Parcel control number 0437433000007240. 04 and 0437433000007280 and 0437433000007270, totaling approximately 1.63 acres, as more particularly described herein, amending the future land use map and providing for severability, conflicts, and an effective date. Do we have any public comments on this item? No, sir.
Is there a motion for the dais?
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Reese, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Vice Mayor Amazon. Okay, comments from the dais? If not, call the roll.
Amazon.
Aye.
Collins.
Aye.
Reese.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Item 36, public hearing on ordinance 2025-08, second and final reading. An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Belle Glade, Florida, assigning a City of Belle Glade zoning designation of B2 restricted business districts to 3 annexed parcels of real property located north of Northwest Avenue L and west of Northwest 13th Street. Partial control numbers 0437433000007240, 0437433000007280, and 0437433000007280. 270, totaling approximately 1.63 acres, as more particularly described herein, finding conformity with the comprehensive plan, amending the city zoning map, and providing for severability, conflicts, and an effective date. Is there any comments on this item from the audience? There being none?
All right, is there a motion?
So move.
Motion by Vice Mayor Amazon, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Collins. Comments from the dais? If not, call the roll.
Almazan?
Aye.
Collins?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
Wilson?
Aye.
Item 37, public hearing on ordinance 2025-09, second and final reading. An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Belle Glade, Florida, amending the City of Belle Glade's Code of Ordinance, Chapter 3-1 zoning, Article 3, supplementary regulations by adding a new section 31-302 titled Shipping Containers that prohibits the use of shipping containers for habitation, office space, and storage, and providing for codification, the repeal of ordinances or resolutions in conflicts, severability, and an effective date. Are there any public comments on this ordinance? There being none.
That motion from the dais?
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Reese, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Vice Mayor Amazon. Comments from the dais? If not, call the roll.
Almazan?
Aye.
Collins?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
Wilson?
Aye.
Item 38, public hearing on ordinance 2025-10, second and final reading, amending Chapter 17 Business Tax Section 17-21, scheduled to provide an increase in local business tax receipts rates by 5% in accordance with Section 205.0535, Prin 4 of the Florida statutes. Are there any public comments on this item? There being none.
That motion?
So move.
Motion by Vice Mayor Amazon, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Reese. Any comments from the dais? If not, call the roll.
Almazan?
Aye.
Collins?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
Wilson?
Aye.
Under announcements, we have our first budget workshop, August 5th, 2025, at 5:30 p.m. here in City Hall Conference Room B. And our next workshop and regular meeting will be held on August 18th, 2025, beginning at 6 p.m. with a workshop followed by the regular meeting at 6:30. And that's all my report, sir.
All right, thank you. Job well done. Mr. Manager, anything for the good order?
Just a point of information, the commission knows that we had quite a bit of trouble with the water line going across to the campground. The county's been working with the property owner just as you cross the bridge there on the left. He lives out of state. I've been helping him. He agreed this week to work with the county to allow them to use part of his property for an easement. So they're going to move forward now with replacing that water line across the Rim Canal so that we don't continue to have that issue.
Are they relocating it?
Sir?
Are they relocating the line or?
Yes, sir. But they're having to that's a temporary line that's been across there all along, and they're going to replace it and come in on the south side of the bridge, go west just a short distance, come back across the road, and then to the campground.
That was awesome to get the property owner to go and partner, Mr. Max. That was
He
really cool.
wasn't very agreeable with the county, but I spoke to him several times, and he's agreed to work with them.
I know for years that's been going on, so thank you so much. All right, thank you. Anything else for the good order, Mr. Max?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, City Attorney, anything you have? I know you pulled that item.
Yes, Mr. Mayor and Commission. So as you all know, in 2020, the school board provided the city with the former Gove Elementary site with the stipulation that it would be utilized for workforce housing. And since then, the city's tried very diligently, very hard to have someone bid on that. In fact, we've issued 6 different RFPs over the years, 2 of them in 2020, 21, 22, 2 of them again in 2025, and we got no real responsive bids. So we're asking tonight that you waive the competitive selection process, which you're allowed to do, and authorize myself and the manager to meet with any interested developers. I believe there's 3 that have expressed an interest, but none of them submitted bids, so that we can work something out with them. We have a letter prepared that if you approve this, Zaytech, I think, will send out tomorrow to those folks so that they have something to submit, not just a letter, but an actual format to follow with some requirements that they put in the letter. And then once we receive that, which we're putting a deadline of next Wednesday, July 30th, so it's a quick turnaround time, so that you can then interview or hear presentations from either 2 or 3, whoever submits their letter, and I think a special meeting you're going to have on August the 4th. And if that's true, if you're good with that special meeting on the 4th, you can hear the presentations that night. If you just select somebody, then we will negotiate an agreement with them to protect the city's interest, particularly make sure there's a reverter clause, because once this agreement happens, the developer will own that property. We want to make sure we had a reverter on it in case they don't fulfill the obligation to provide workforce housing. So that's really it in a nutshell, if you want us to go down that path. But we've tried so hard, the city's tried so hard to get someone to put in a bid, and we just keep coming up with zeros.
Yeah, thank you. Anything you want to add, Mr. Manager?
No, sir.
Okay, so you're absolutely right, and I think it's a really slap in the face of the school district who deeded that property to us for us not to get it done. I know the manager's been putting it out there, as you indicated, and so, I mean, at some point, we got to think outside the box and do some things a little different. Thank you, Council, for bringing that.
And we do have a resolution that was originally on number 28, so if you support the idea, I'd ask for a motion to approve that resolution that would waive that competitive process.
Okay, is there a motion to approve?
So move.
All right, is there a second? There's a motion by Vice Mayor Amazon,
Commissioner?
second by Commissioner Collins. Audience comment on that item?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Commissioner comments?
Now, my understanding, you said we would have a meeting with whoever we select before we make the final decisions?
Yes, on August the 4th, anybody that submits by July 30th will be invited to come in front of you on August the 4th and make a presentation to you at that time.
When?
August the 4th, so 2 weeks from today.
August 4th?
So are you all available for a special meeting on the 4th? Because if not, we can obviously change that date. But if that date works for you,
I won't be here.
you will not be? Okay, so
Well, we need a day that everybody's going to be here.
you could do it on your next commission day. It's a little bit longer. I know we wanted to move this quickly, but you could have it on your next commission day in August, and maybe instead of starting at 6, start at 5 or 5:30, if that works for you, and have the presentations then.
You be out of the country, or you be,
I'm gonna be out of the city.
okay. So will you be able to call in?
No.
No? Okay, good. So we're going to schedule a day that all the commissioners are available. We want to make sure all commissioners are here. So we need to look at some dates now. Look at the calendars, and so that we can give some direction to the city manager. If August 4th is not going to work out, we can always call another date. What dates are you available? Anytime during that week, Vice Mayor?
Let me see. I mean,
How about, I'm just throwing it out, how about August 11th? I think that's the week we're going to the conference, 2 days after that. That Monday, will August 11th work out for you guys? We're just throwing out some dates.
August 11th, maybe about 5 o'clock, yeah.
5 o'clock, is that,
That works for me.
that work for?
Yeah.
We got a plan here. Mr. Manager, we're gonna ask you, your support and direction by us, August 11th. We'll schedule that to your city clerk of a special meeting. Will that work okay with you guys' schedule?
We do have a pension board meeting that day, a couple pension board meetings for the 4th, but, okay, well,
At what time?
I can look at our schedule and I can get with the
We're
commissioners
looking
this
at
week.
August 11th at 5 o'clock. Okay.
We'll
we
get with the
good?
commissioner, we'll get with the commissioners tomorrow.
Okay. All right, we have a consensus. We don't have to vote on that date. We have a, we all agreed. Thank you. August 11th at 5 p.m. And I backtrack. What's going to happen before August 11th now, so we all be
We
clear?
originally were going to have them submit their responses by July 30th. Since you put it out a week, if you want to give them a few more days and have them submitted by August 4th, you can give those teams a couple more days if you want.
That's gonna have to happen, yes, yes.
Okay, so August 4th, they'll have to have their submittal into the manager, and then after we review that, it'll be on your agenda for August 11th at 5.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, we good?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys make it so easy for us. Thank you. Okay. Anything else for the good, Mr. Council?
That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. All right, let's move on. PBSO, anything for us? Thank you for sitting in tonight, sir. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. My name is Seth Parent. I'm the new Lieutenant Executive Officer in the area. Captain Halpern's away, and he asked for me to sit in. Overall, I had our analyst pulse crime stats. Crime stats are down, but for a small uptick through the middle of the month with some violent crimes that were solved, arrests made, and the only other one, there's more follow-up to be done, but the solvability factor is very high. All in all, our crime is down. Good community partnerships. We've had some really good summer camps that have gone on in the city with the partnership with you guys, so thank you very much for that. Those city summer camps are winding down, and we're just looking forward to the fall season.
How are we addressing the noise issues? I know,
Noise complaints overall are staying about where they once were. It was brought to my attention that the city may or may not have a active noise ordinance, or is in the process of drafting a noise ordinance, which would really give a lot of teeth, so to speak, as to what the sheriff's office is able to do when we come out. Because right now, we're only able to operate under our county ordinance, which is what our deputies do when they come out. They make the warning, please turn down the music. If it's not turned down, then we come back and we're able to take some type of action. But a city ordinance probably would give more teeth to be able to combat that, so to speak.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, to it. We do have a city ordinance.
Okay, great.
But we can review that with you.
Yes, absolutely, please, thank you.
Yeah.
It's something that's ongoing and we're working on, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Any question for the sheriff? Okay, if not, thank you, sir.
So, again, are they still meeting to come up with the ordinance, or, staff and the sheriff department supposed to be working together to do that? Are they still meeting?
Yes, sir.
We didn't put a time on that, did we? A projected time? At some point, we need to, Mr. Manager, maybe not the next meeting, the one after that, give us an update where we at with ordinance draft, okay? All right, moving on to fire rescue. I thought I saw, how you doing? Anything for the good? Any comments? All right, good. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, sitting in the back.
Just sitting in the back. She don't want to come up front so we can see her, not just hiding. Yeah.
All right, any audience comment?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, moving on to Commissioner comment. We recognize Commissioner Reese for final comments.
Okay, again, do want to thank all of you who come out this evening to be a part of this important meeting. Again, we had a lot of areas for public comments, and we're hoping that that you're satisfied with what's going on, what we're doing. It's all to help move the city forward, and I do want to remind them that we live in this city, so the decision we make impact us as well, and we're always looking to do what we can to help move the city forward. I do want to take this opportunity to thank Gamma, although I'm a part of the organization, but to step in and provide for activities for our youth after we didn't get the funding we needed.
That's right.
I think is commendable. Because we do need, during the summertime, we need to provide for our young kids to get them something to do. And I did have an opportunity to attend the end of the program, and to see the impact it had on the young people. It's really positive. And again, I want to commend our president and vice president and the minister for their effort of putting that together, providing for our young people. Again, Buck City Coyotes, thank you, Roberta. Oh, you still here? Again, thank you so very much. I'm always supportive of any organization that want to work with our young people. They need structure, they need instruction, and they need to be given something to do. And the fact that you've stepped up, you saw a need, and you're going stepping in to provide it, I just want to say thank you. And as I said to you earlier, I want to know when you have your games so I can come out and support you. And anything you need, be sure to let us know, because again, I think it's important that we support our young people and give them something to do. Again, staff, thank you for the great work that you do. We really do appreciate you, and we will continue to support whatever your needs are and be there for you whenever you need it. And so again, thank you so very much for coming out this evening. Long day, but again, it was worth the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Collins, for closing comments, please.
Yes, I just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I want to thank my sister, my father, my family for coming out tonight to support all of us with the city. I just have a few things. I am so ecstatic that our Palm Beach County after-school programs received funding recently here. There were funding released that was held up. With school getting ready to start, if you are a parent with children, you know how important that is. You have to go to work. There's different things that you have to attend, school for yourself, et cetera. Having those after-school programs to be able to help assist parents when they're working is very critical. And, I was very appreciative of that when I seen it myself. Being a formal after-school program director, I know how critical and crucial that need was. So I'm very grateful for that. I want to thank Miss Jessica for her outstanding work that she do. Anytime we call on her, she jump at it right away. And I really want to say thank you, Jessica. That was really, really quick today, but I want to say thank you for it.
You're
Great
welcome.
job. Mr. Lewis, he's not here, but I want to also thank him too. There is a beautiful sign that is going to go out sometime this week. Jay, Mr. Barber, will get with you to see when. It's a good date to go out this week to put that sign out. Mr. Lewis made a beautiful sign for us today for the business of the month, and it'll be placed in front of your place of business. And Mr. Carrigan is going to help assist us with that, along with all of our colleagues here. Okay. I want to also thank Mr. Gooden. Last week, Mr. Gooden, I made one phone call and he just jumped on the bandwagon. So on 715, our railroad barricade, it was hanging down halfway. And, I myself passed through there and I realized that that was a safety issue because we didn't want it to fall on someone's car as they was passing through. So I made one phone call, then Mr. Gooden said he was right on it, and if you pass by 715 now, it's back working properly. Thank you, Mr. Gooden. And I want to just thank all of our staff, everyone. Our assistant city manager, Ms. Z, she makes things happen, believe it or not, all the time, she's behind the scene, making stuff happen daily. Thank you so much, Z. I want to thank our city manager, my colleagues, our city attorney, PBSO, my great friend sitting in the back with the fire department, and each and every one of you for doing such an amazing job that you do with helping assist us here on the desk. Again, I say thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Vice Mayor, you've been recognized.
Yeah, first I want to thank all our residents and for coming out today and engaging in our meetings and letting us hear your concerns. Well, I really do appreciate that. To all our city staff, with our manager, our director, our employees, thank you for making this city what it is. Without you, we can't do anything. I'd like to thank Representative Ms. Weinberger and Senator Berman for all their help this past legislative session in securing funding for our city. We got 2 funding that we really desperately need. To our school district, Palm Beach County, Ms. Andrews and all her staff and the parents for encouraging and pushing your kids to get educated and be successful. I mean, the grades speak for themselves, so thank you for that. Our first responders here, PBSO and Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, thank y'all for keeping us safe and protecting us always. Mr. Manager, I don't know if we could speak to somebody in the county and also with the city. You know, a lot of mosquitoes with all the rain coming out. Make sure, you know, we get some spraying done because we don't want to get diseases spread it out. So I don't know, the county used to do the aerial spraying back in the days. I don't know if they still do it, but, you know, check on them, follow up with that. And then just to thank all my commissioners here and the mayor for working together. And our only goal is to make Belle Glade and our citizens better. So thank y'all for that also. So everyone have a good night.
Yeah. Thank you, Commissioner Reese, Commissioner Collins, Vice Mayor, and Mr. Manager. 2 quick things. I noticed you guys, and I'm sure my colleagues know it too, you guys are painting the buildings and can you just briefly tell us what's the game plan? You're painting the building, will be landscaping. Can somebody tell us what we're doing? Yeah.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor and Commissioners, we are working on a number of projects. We're doing they just finished painting the buildings. We're going to be having some landscape. We're also going to be fixing the asphalt and putting new asphalt in, paving, and we're going to be having a little bit of drainage improvements here around City Hall and museum and all of that, which was really needed. So,
Will we be addressing the signage all over Belle Glade, like welcome to Belle Glade sign?
welcome to Belle Glade as well. Yes, sir. We'll be working on the landscape again.
Okay, all right, thank you. Again, I won't repeat what everybody already said. We appreciate everybody, what you do. I just have one suggestion though. I don't know, Mr. Manager, if we have a suggestion box out front. We used to, I don't know if we still do. But we're saying to all of you, if you have ideas, if you have some thoughts that maybe you see some things that we can improve on, or ideas that you have that we're not thinking of, just write them down. I think the Coyote organization, they didn't know. They were a little uncomfortable when they went to the manager thinking that he was going to say no or not being supportive. But if you don't ask, you don't know, right? And so just write down any comments that y'all would suggest that we can do or add to this community or seek funding for it. All we just need your input. And if you talk about it among yourselves and don't share it with us, how will we know to fix it or to add on? So let's be a community that work together, as my colleagues indicated. Thank you all again. You guys, Senator Berman's offered representation here, Ms. Bright. This is the time to start letting us know so they can be getting it to the city manager to start working on these projects or things that you might see that might be a benefit to our community. Okay? Thank you all. Good night. This meeting is adjourned.